Why giant ships don't tip over. A cruise ship can weigh over 100,000 tons. It carries swimming pools, theaters, entire shopping malls, and yet it floats. Not only that, it barely tips over, even when waves slam into it from the side. But here's the unsettling part. If ships were built like normal buildings, they would capsize in minutes. So why don't they? Why don't container ships roll over in storms? Why don't cruise passengers fall sideways every time a wave hits? And what invisible systems are constantly fighting the ocean beneath your feet? Today, we're uncovering the hidden science that keeps floating cities upright. The myth of heavy ships don't tip. Most people think ships stay upright because they're heavy. That's wrong. Heaviness alone doesn't prevent capsizing. In fact, being too heavy above the waterline is extremely dangerous. What really matters is something called center of gravity and center of buoyancy. Here's the simple version. The ship's weight pulls downward from its center of gravity. The water pushes upward from the center of buoyancy. If those two forces line up the right way, the ship corrects itself. If they don't, the ship keeps rolling. Naval architects design ships so that when they tilt slightly, the buoyant force shifts sideways and creates a restoring torque, basically a self-righting force. This invisible balance is calculated down to centimeters, and if cargo is loaded incorrectly, the entire stability equation changes. When cargo sinks ships, container ships look like floating Lego towers, but stacking containers isn't random. Every single container has a declared weight. Those weights are entered into loading software that calculates stability before departure. If the weight distribution is wrong, the ship may list permanently to one side. It may roll violently in waves. In extreme cases, containers can cascade overboard. There have been real incidents where misdeclared cargo weights caused severe rolling and container loss. That's why modern ports use verified gross mass systems to prevent disaster. A ship can survive a storm, but it cannot survive bad math. The hidden fins under the water. Now here's something most passengers never know. Many large ships have wings. Underwater wings. They're called stabilizer fins. When the ship starts rolling in waves, these fins extend from the hull like airplane wings. They move up and down in opposite directions to counteract the rolling motion. It's like the ship is constantly adjusting its balance in real time. Without stabilizers, cruise ships would roll far more dramatically. With them, movement is reduced by up to 80%. You feel comfort. The ocean feels resistance. Liquid ballast, the ship's internal counterweight. Ships also carry thousands of tons of seawater inside special ballast tanks. This water isn't cargo, it's weight used for balance. When a ship unloads containers in port, it becomes lighter. To maintain stability, it pumps seawater into ballast tanks. When loading heavy cargo, it pumps water out. It's a constant adjustment process. Modern systems automatically monitor draft, how deep the ship sits, trim, front to back balance, list, side tilt. The ship is never static, it's always being recalculated. The dangerous phenomenon called parametric rolling. Here's a phenomenon that sounds like science fiction. Parametric rolling. Under certain wave conditions, especially in long regular swells, a ship's stability can fluctuate rhythmically instead of correcting itself. The ship's roll gets amplified. Each wave makes it tilt further and further until containers start tearing loose. This is rare. But when it happens, it's violent and fast. Modern ships use route planning software and weather prediction to avoid these conditions. Because once parametric rolling starts, stopping it is extremely difficult. The computer that keeps ships alive, today's large vessels, are monitored by onboard stability computers. These systems calculate cargo weight, fuel levels, ballast distribution, wave forecasts, structural stress in real time. If something shifts unexpectedly, alarms trigger instantly, because the ocean doesn't forgive slow reactions. Why ships are wide, not tall. Ever noticed how modern container ships keep getting wider? That's not just for more cargo. It increases something called metacentric height, a key stability factor. A wider hull gives stronger self-righting force. But here's the trade-off. Too much metacentric height makes the ship snap back upright violently, creating uncomfortable, jerky motion. Too little makes it slow and dangerously unstable. Ship design is a compromise between safety and comfort. It's not about staying still, it's about controlling motion. So the next time you see a massive ship cutting through waves, remember, it's not just floating, it's calculating, balancing, adjusting, fighting gravity and water with physics, engineering, and real-time computation. Because staying upright at sea is not natural, it's engineered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into hidden maritime science, subscribe to uncover more surprising engineering stories hiding in plain sight, and I'll see you in the next one.